Yellow, 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 my fellow Gacha gamers. Come in, close the door.
What?
You're taking forever, you slow motion.
Bothering you? Is there a problem?
Yes, you are bothering me.
How?
My
You may
god.
complain, but
The slow motion that you're doing is a problem.
I don't wanna be like you flashy speed whatever the flippo, bro. And you come talking like you also coming to the room fast as hell.
What? My Gacha gamers. My Gacha gamers. Welcome to the stream. We're officially live. We're gonna be doing the Violet Garden finish today. We're gonna at least try and complete it fully. But yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing Flash in the chat, but he's not. But yeah, we're going to have to see what we can do about that. But anyway, back to the main, main. Um, yeah, we are officially live. 5 minutes live into the live stream, and there he is, Flash, my buddy. Hello, hello, hello. It's so good to see you, buddy. It's so good. welcome to the stream, man. As always, it's so good to see you. I wonder where everybody else is because we are trying still, once again, to raise our subscriber level cap. We are still 105. We are trying to get at least to 110 today. If we can, that would be awesome. If not, oh well, we can try tomorrow. That's if I'm available for streaming. Um, but other than that, so far so good. We are going to complete today the Violet Garden. How are you? I'm okay, buddy. How are you, man? How are you? All good in the hood? I believe so. Because you've been quiet some time, eh? You've been quiet for some time. I'm not gonna lie. You awesome. All right, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. That's so good. What you been doing today? What have you been? What was your plans? Like where have you gone? Like did you have a spectacular day with your Kate? Um, because I do hope so. I really do hope so. Cause you know me, man. You know me. I always like the juicy stories. I eat on it. Let me put it like that. I eat on it. Um, but other than that, yeah. I hope it's all good in the hood with that as well. I'm just sending out links, man. I'm literally trying to at least get a couple of subscribers today. Yeah, we're looking for maybe some magic, some potential. A couple of research today, and the only way for me to get monetized, um, on YouTube is when I only reach 100 subs. So the quicker we grow our channel and our community, the better it is for us. Um, in the morning, I spent some time with Kate, and the rest of the day, I played Valorant. I believe that she's resting right now. Oh, okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. It's cool that you're spending time with her. Man, I really wish I had one like that. Really wish I had one like that. But you know what? Not everybody's lucky like you, Flash. Not everybody's lucky. Um, you got a girl that supports you, hands down. That's a major win, in especially for gaming. Um, you got a hand down girl that wants to be there for you. Like you got a full deck of cards that most men would dream of. Um, but then yet again, you're underage, so you gotta wait for the juicy parts to come out uh, in like what 4 years time. Yeah, you have one. I believe in you. Ah, thanks, bud. That at least gives me a bit more of an encouragement. I'm not gonna lie, cause you know, me as an individual, I'm never lucky. I'm really never lucky. But encouraging words like that give men like me hope. I will not lie. Alright, this should be the last one, and then we can continue with the stream. Yeah, this one. All right. Cool. All right, now I'm done posting. Let's go on with the stream. All right. I've wasted 10 minutes.
Sure, I'll
And
play
that's
you
not
another
good.
tune.
So
but it'll cost
where
you an
we
apple.
left off last time was... No! It's playing in the background! No! My controller is doing something weird. My controller just did something extremely weird. I don't know where we left off. We left off... Oh yes, we left off at the harbor, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we were here. We were here close to these what the... Okay, people are posting or mentioning me in post. Nothing yet, still working out some small kinks, but the goal is to do tournaments and dominate.
Come on, traveler,
Okay.
let's go.
On
The world is full of lost ballads just
what
waiting to be
game?
rediscovered.
This is interesting. Oh, okay. So these people are from a group that I just like subscribe to. They're busy holding these kind of like I wouldn't say tournaments, but it's more of a get together by the looks of it, which is quite cool. It's really cool. I will not lie. What the heck is this dude? Okay, so yeah, we were lost at the harbor if I'm not mistaken. I believe we still have to like change the time zone. I don't know to what time. I don't even know the quest anymore. Like I'm so dumb. I forgot the quest completely. But then yet again, we did play a different game yesterday. Oh yes, it is at the bottom. Or am I just dumb? No, this is different stuff. Yeah, this is different stuff. Ah, there it is. A new painting in pale scarlet. I need to go take a bath. I'll be right back. Alright, sure, man. Enjoy. Enjoy. I love a bath.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of...
Alright, so Flash is gonna go wash, which is perfect. I totally forgot what time. Alright, I think make it for 9, I believe.
Looking out over the meadow, cider in hand.
Oh, it's 7 to 9. Okay, that's where I made the mistake. We went over the time. 7 o'clock? Who wakes up this early? That's an abnormal person. Again, Flash, you waking up at 5, you an abnormal person. But then it again, we adopt abnormal people. I've been called an alien more than once. So, yeah, literally by my family members I've been called an alien because I'm abnormal to them. Like, I don't even make social contact with them, but I make social contact with you guys on the flippin' stream. That's how fucking weird I am.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go! The
Sure.
arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today?
I don't know, Paimon.
Look, that figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
It is Kazuha. Now, where's Beto?
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
We didn't expect to see you either. Returning as a guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, It's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
Yes. Pay
Kazuha,
respects.
when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me. I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared. I only heard a splash come from below the pier. Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Huh. How did you know?
Really?
Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Gaza, can you show us that piece of paper? Yeah,
Sure.
please.
Here it is. Please, have a look.
I would like to have a Kazuha on my team. He's so freaking dope. He's so calming. Like his words, he's so calming to a person like me who rages most of the time on this fucking game, especially when I don't get the damage that I'm looking for. Yeah. I would like a Kazuha on my team.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him. The story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled. Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, the stories weren't much better, Paimon, so what the fuck are you talking? We're looking at you like you're a fucking idiot right now. Because, yet again, you are one. A small piece of shit idiot. Like, in the previous episode when we did play the game, and we did do this on a live stream, you were a complete moron. A complete moron. Repeating every single fucking sentence. But then it again, we have you as a traveling food, emergency food service ordeal. But then it again, you're also gonna poison us. Oh well, we need Kate for this. We need an analysis. We need a fucking food analysis, people.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Really? The seal mentioned in the story? Okay. Maybe it can help Xingqiu. Okay.
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right? In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
Wow, that's an idea! Quick, let's go tell Albedo!
Let's go. We need to tell Albedo this shit. It's in, like, I didn't think of it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think of that. Stamps are actually very much, yeah, they're much easier to just like ink down and then stamp the papers, and then it's much quicker because everything is being written or pre-written or pre-made on that stamp in order for that evidence to be there, especially if they're like doing a signature or something. So I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, the hardcore way of doing things is past. Like signing it by hand, no need. The future is so bright for us, and yet we get dumb people like me. We don't think like that. But anyway, it's good to talk to Albedo.
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution. A stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingxue won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. However, since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
Okay, we're going to a restaurant that's 800 meters away. Why? Why? We get that we are travelers and we need to go far, but why? Why? Why torture us with leg work? That doesn't make any sense, Albedo. You're a smart guy. Just have a discussion here. Unless he's there, then it'll make a different story.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Shut up, Andy. This is not the time. It's in the same restaurant. Wait, can we access this place now? Since this whole event kind of ordeal is here, can we access this place in our free time? Because if so, that would be really cool. Like, damn, man. Oh, smoking and doing this shit is so nice. He's upstairs, of course. And then I'm doing this with one hand because I'm a moron. But then again, I'm holding... Oh, hello. And my ping is rising. Ping is literally rising. Why? 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 I don't get it.
Yes, that's it, Genyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
More. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore. I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shincho's already zombified.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier. Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think. Alright, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book.
Well,
But
then.
if we adopted Couch's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event.
Ooh.
And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
In that case, I shall contact the other 2 authors participating in the new release event.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
Okay.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Jinyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here. The books that Jinyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the Eye Publishing House.
We did it. The event is saved.
Thanks
now.
to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
Oh, get a drink. I'll get a drink. Please say you're getting a drink. Please tell me you're getting a fucking drink. Because my Venti would really love some alcohol right now. Bum, 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 dum,
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Traveler, there you are.
Oh. Oh. It's Ayaka.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
Yes,
I
indeed it
was
is.
just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson
And it's the
when
best
I
combo
found a
for
strange piece
damage.
of paper on a flower stand. This bard just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
Here's the paper. Please, have a look.
Oh, welcome back. Well, that was a very, 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 very fast wash. Are you sure you washed properly, mate? In between your ball sacks and your armpits. And your butt cheeks. And in between your toes. And your hair. And don't forget the most important part. Your belly button.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page. The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear." Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's
Okay,
dry.
I'm just making sure, buddy.
So,
I'm just making
shall
sure.
we
And
give it
don't
a
take it too
whirl?
seriously.
It just
I
so
know.
happens that there's a pond nearby.
Okay, we're going to the pond now. Why? To dip paper in water. Can you believe it? We're dipping fucking paper in water. What happens to paper when it goes into water? Well, it dissolves. Or it becomes wrinkled. Or it just breaks and tears. And then, well, you just completely fucked afterwards. Yeah, you carefully dip the paper. Wow.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper! Let Paimon see what it says.
Why do you want to see what it says? Are you going to tell the full story and not play telephone? Because for me, you are completely useless.
Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. would that happen?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the Shogun, surely one of those two methods was used to protect it. But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up!
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's
It
story
was
is trying
good
to convey.
if there was a part
Although
to
the
put.
story is
Yeah.
saddening, I've decided on the subjects
Yeah,
to
you
use for
put
Akihito
Paimon
and
on mute for
Sumizome's
a couple of
portraits.
days. Her
Kazuma,
annoying speaking
Ayaka,
was just totally bad,
would you be
man.
willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There you go. The next two portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
Are you sure, man?
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Mahoyo or Hoyover's beautiful artwork. Hands down. Hands down. Even the storytelling, where every individual speaks, it's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I know Okina. What kind of name is that? I have no idea. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. Then yet again, who am I to judge?
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out. One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuranushi, right? It's
Yeah.
just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Oh! Have you really not noticed?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard!
Yeah.
What he means is that the story of Kuranushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, it was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akahito.
Yeah, the last poet.
What? Kuranushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 kasen. Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
Oh, okay. Paimon is finally starting to get it now.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuronushi? In our world?
Yes. These.
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him!
Kate, welcome to the stream. Kanzen is part of the Tenju. Wait, what? Part Kensu, part Oni, and part Adeptus. She is the only hybrid of her kind. Kanzen lost her memories during what? You're typing way too much. It's slow. I don't need it slow. This is not fun. Kujusaura's jealous of her being. Wait, what? He's currently the right hand woman. So I'm gonna make a Kokumi. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but okay, I'll take your word for it. I am a gacha gamer and I do love Genshin Impact, but I don't know much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a lore head as much as everybody else. Like especially for analytics. Try reading everything. I know I tried, but it's already past. It's like way up there in the comment section.
Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been
On your
standing in
phone,
front of this blank canvas
probably.
for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read it on
you
my
don't
phone
look
when I
so
get
good.
another time. I will get back to
Apologies
you
for
on that.
making a wild
On
assumption.
your comments though, I will get back to you. Don't worry.
Has the story of the
I'll
5
even message you
kasen
personally
reminded you of
if I have
anything?
to.
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family. I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
Hey, we're all friends here, Kazuha. You can always tell us whatever's on your mind.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
It's fine. Those of us here
It's
are all
okay.
trustworthy,
It's
so
okay,
there isn't
don't
any
worry.
harm in it.
Don't worry, Kate. It's all
However,
good.
this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden. As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs, and Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Aminoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The
One
Ishin
of the
art
most
was
powerful
lost
gods
with
in
my
Genshin
great-grandfather's
lore.
generation.
Oh my goodness.
My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Tevat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young. Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
Oh wow.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon
She
tomorrow.
might be a character that I
will
can
tell
play
you everything
in the
I know
future.
then.
Oh wow, I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right, so we got more of these paintings done. Wait, what? We got more quests? Not gonna lie, pretty intriguing. Pretty intriguing. Oh, okay, I think I selected the side mission. Yeah, I did select the side mission. Where must I go? Oh, 12. I must wait till 12. 12. You know what's the most OP thing about her in the lore? Yeah, sure, you can share with a gloss. I'm intrigued.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an
The
apple.
following afternoon. Fuck. Yeah, sure. This is educational for me. Like I haven't studied Genshin Impact. Like I do absorb what's going on like an anime, but I'm eager to know what you guys are talking about.
Plaza today. Let's go find him there.
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived.
How did your investigation go?
Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram. Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. Every blade that was forged was defective. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished, so the craftsmen all fled and hid for fear of punishment. The Kaedahara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked down the craftsmen near the seaside. However, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen, and in the end they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age caused him to pass away shortly thereafter.
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation and put the family's status in the Yashiro Commission at jeopardy.
Okay, wait. Normal attack performs up to 5 consecutive spear strikes. Each hit increases Sangonomiya... What? Himarami's attack crit rate and crit damage by 1 million. What the fuck? Who is this person? You say she's like a god, right? She's part Adeptus and like what? I don't like I know Ganyu does about a million damage because of all the TikToks and Facebook videos that I've seen from all the Genshin groups that I've been visiting. Like, what? Kanzen is part of the Tenku, part Katsune, part Uni, and part Adeptus. She's only a hybrid of a kind. Kanzen lost her memories during the kata. Okay. The cataclysm, and was reborn as Himamari, adopted the Kamisato clan. Wait. Okay. Intriguing. I would like to, like, if I had to pull for this person, and if I got her, I would definitely pull her if she can do 1 million damage. Like that for me is a total win. Like, holy shit. Like, I never knew this stuff. This is stuff that I'm learning. But like, wow. Very, very intriguing. Very, very interesting things that I'm just learning about now. But, well, damn. Like, I know there's more Archons that we are going to visit and everything, because we did Mondstadt, we did Liyue, we now in Azuma, and we going to the new place very, very soon. Do you have her photo? Yes, I have, my lady. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, you guys can send it to me. I would like to see her picture. But if it's gonna look like a kid, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Why? Because then it's just absurd. Because if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, then it's gonna be a major problem. Because I've been hearing a lot of things from different streamers, and yeah, it's not looking promising for the new region that we're gonna go to. I keep on forgetting the region's name. I don't know why, but then yet again, I haven't gone to it yet. And yeah, it's near to the chasm, I believe, because the chasm just came out, and it's on our way to the new region. So yes, there we go. Sumeru, thank you so much, Kate, for the support on that. Sumeru, yeah, it's the land of knowledge. That's what always struck me very, very hard, because if they are the land of knowledge, then they are going to be very, very powerful people to fight against, especially when we only know basic combat moves, and we know so little about elemental energy as our main protagonist, the Traveler. Like, damn. Like, they could, like, repel even our elemental bursts or techniques back at us by the way they know certain things. But then it again, we're just gonna have to find out when it does come out, which is going to be really, really thrilling. This is just my theory that I'm spitting out, but yeah, that's what I've come to know about how knowledge works in this game. Obviously, there's different types of knowledge that's maybe gonna be given to us, and then we can use that to maybe increase our ability cap, maybe, or when we go to the new region, Sumeru, we'll be able to, be a more very supportive for our main character, to be more supportive towards our other teammates that we have on our, team slot. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what Hoyoverse has planned out, but really, really looking forward to it. Big things is going to happen once it does launch. I know a lot of people are going to start streaming it. I will be streaming it. But yeah, really, really looking forward to major things happening. Hopefully we can get, maybe once we close to discovering more, a group up with all the characters that we met. That would be really awesome. Like an all-out elemental war between the one major boss that we met in the beginning in our life, especially when she's taken our sister. That would be really awesome. I'm looking forward to something like that. The only photo of her is in your Instagram. That not accurate though, because Mihoyo might change her. Okay, yeah. My phone is basically, it's basically dying. It's basically dying, but I did receive your picture. Holy shit. Okay, she's got a bit of official. She's got... Why does she have... Interesting. That bird looks like Fischl's bird. That's why I'm like thinking. But when I look at her hair... Really, really intriguing. But then again, bazongas, bro. The bazongas. I like it. But yeah, back into the content, guys. Back into the content. This discussion is making me my brain work overtime, and it's like 10 p.m. at night. It's not a good start.
This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't able to regain its prior reputation.
Guys, I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you guys. If we reach 1,000 subs, I will stream Genshin Impact for 24 hours straight, hands down. Let's reach 1,000 subs, and I'll stream Genshin Impact for 24 hours straight. Even if I pass out and fall asleep, it will still be on. Like, I don't care. Genshin Impact will still be live. 1,000 subs, that's my deal. I'm doing flash dailies because he's too lazy to do them. Hey, I'm not lazy. I've just been busy playing Valorant. Oh my goodness. You guys are so adorable.
But thanks to my brother, everything is getting better now.
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the five Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't
I'm
stem
still
from a
waiting
lack
for a
of
picture
skill,
from you two.
but rather, the diagram had been tampered with by someone. Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago. Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes, I understand. I will go back and search for the diagram. Please come meet me at the Kamisato estate later.
Okay. So, we must go to the Kamisato estate. Fuck. Teleport. Teleport. She's AR 22. Wait. So, we have Flash's account, and now we have Kate's account. Kate. You need to send me a request, hey? A friend request. And since you are a subscriber, you may join. Obviously, you know the rules, so it shouldn't be that hard. But I did tell Flash it would be nice to have you also like with us in the stream. Since Kimmy's not here, well, yeah, I know you wanted to start an account for you, which is pretty good. I'll send you one whenever I have time to. I'll do it though. Okay, cool. Looking forward to the invitation. Looking forward to it because, guys, we don't have Kimmy, but we do have another alternative female in our community that's active. So that's positive, real positive. Why are you just standing here like you what the heck? I'm getting Ayaka. I want her. Oh my goodness. Alright, by all means you can do that. Don't have an issue with that. She's a pretty good
Everyone,
DPS.
I've managed to find the old diagram.
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Ancient forging blueprint. I can't read in that language, so I'm not gonna even try.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have now started to smudge. Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone framed the Kaedahara clan all those years ago.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday, the former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword. Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, if you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world. My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing. Looking back at it now, simply meaningless.
Bro.
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young, but later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words, and still remembers them very clearly. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Yeah, Albedo, are you doing Batman, like, fucking detective stuff again? I'm looking at you, Albedo. What are you planning? You kind of sus right now, Albedo. Not gonna lie. Batman detective. What are you not telling us? Because are you Batman? I believe so.
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within." Don't you find that a little strange?
Huh? Oh. So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission?
Yeah,
After I
sure
became
thing.
a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family's old belongings. I want to inquire
I've
about the
noticed that,
whereabouts
Flash.
of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to get some clues.
All right, let's get moving.
I believe, like, Flash, you are correct. He's the main detective in this. Fuck. Fuck. He's the main detective in this whole thing. Like a fucking Batman. He might just say, "I'm Batman," and then it's all done. Like, fuck, man. Just say it. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, Kujo-Sara. I'm here to talk to you. You just looked at me. Nice. I like you because of your bosom and because of your personality.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo-Sara. Perhaps you still remember me.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma, those items should be returned to their rightful owner.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate them for a personal matter.
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, Sara!
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo-Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Hey?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me. Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
Bro, are you flipping Robin Hood or something? So it's such pure intention, man. Such pure fucking intentions, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, wow. I've never encountered somebody like that in my life. If I do, they're 1 in a million. They literally are 1 in a million.
Ah, you must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Please, come this way.
Thank you very much, sir. We will do so. Because Albedo is Batman. We've got a generous man on the other side of me. And he is very, very skilled with the sword. And me, I'm just here to watch the show.
The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save space. My deepest apologies. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Alright. Talk to everyone. Can we talk to this guy?
Sorry. Many of the items were moved here recently, so, things are still a bit unorganized. Although the previous warehouse was large, the locks were dated and something was nearly stolen. So Madame Kujo Sara ordered the contents to be moved here.
Interesting.
I'll be checking around here. You and the others can start looking elsewhere.
Oh, it's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right? Maybe it's a treasure of the Ishin art!
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan, everything of value has probably been sold off already. The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaedehara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazu-ha. Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
So annoying. Paimon, shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's you. Unfortunately, I have yet to find anything of value here.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old, though.
Yes, perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition. I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric fibers on the back side. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth, That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather. Because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would probably choose to leave it on something a little more special.
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard. We better not bother him.
Can you shut up? Can you fucking shut up?
What did you find, Shinjo?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all about plants and flowers.
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
No shit, Sherlock. No shit.
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a closer look and let you know if I find anything.
Alright, Venti, you're the last person.
There must be some around here somewhere. Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor inside,
Oh my
right?
god.
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here looking for a drink!
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sarah to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened all those years ago? You know, just saying.
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think. Since Kazuha made such a request to Sarah, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's ready to accept it.
Is this your Archon's intuition speaking? Wow.
No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some experience in reading people. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Oh, seems Kazuha discovered something. Let's go see what he's got.
Okay.
This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously ill. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for other reasons.
Now that you mention it, this flower pot is kinda suspicious.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
We finally found something!
Okay, it's cool, Flash. Don't
It's
worry.
only a bunch of blank paper.
Don't
Do
worry,
you
man.
think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink, like that which Miss Kamisato found before?
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
just plain old sheets of paper, were they?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it. It is a letter, written by my great-grandfather.
Oh? What does the letter say?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but before that, I wish to take you somewhere. Everyone, please follow me.
Seriously. Okay, we need to go there. Wow. Still, we have to walk and run and walk and run. Why? Why? Why do you hate us, game?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Shut up, T. Shut up. I will not be fighting you today. I'm not your enemies.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location. Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here, where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaedehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I've finally decided to disclose the matter. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi." He then turned and left.
Okay. We know who you are, but who is the person that you are asking for?
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kunikuzushi. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened. Because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden.
It's okay.
My
See you next
great-grandfather
time.
worried that the perpetrator
good.
would still return for vengeance.
Thank you so much for joining the stream, though.
So,
It was
to
really
protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedahara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art. But as a father, it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren."
So those harsh words he said because he was worried about son's well-being. Okay, makes sense.
Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret
okay,
behind the tampered diagram all those years ago,
maybe put it like that.
perhaps my great-grandfather would
I'm
have
not
told him
great.
the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men,
You as well.
then he is not an
And as
ordinary
always,
enemy.
Thank you
I
so
will
much for the
discuss this
support.
matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi. Rest assured, we will act cautiously.
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. But now I've managed to calm myself. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present.
That's kind of sus, but
Even though we
okay.
must carry
I'll
the
let it
burdens
slide.
from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. I will live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights
the
I've
right
gathered
time.
from all that I've experienced.
What you mean? It's
Thank
not
you
the right
all
time now.
for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that
Now
we're
that's
done
even
here,
more
let's head
sus.
back to Rito.
There's something that you want to tell me, but you can't. Am I correct? You making my head spin, and I'm spinning ideas here in my head, and it's 11 p.m. You can either tell me in private, or you can tell me when you are ready. But I am a patient guy, so I won't judge you.
Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll through the festival venue. Maybe we'll find everyone there.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi
Yeah,
all covered
like I
up?
said, you can tell me in private if
See
you
what
want
your
to.
Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions.
Okay. Now you're making me more suspicious about this situation that I have no idea what you're talking about. But again, my head is spinning. So, like I said, tell me in private. I do have you on Discord, and I don't know if I have you on Instagram. No, I don't have you on Instagram. If you want to message me on Instagram, you can if you want to. The world is unpredictable. Yes, that is very true. Very true. I've learned the hard way when I was 15 already. I learned that the hard way. Are you sure?
Is that so? Anyway, there is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
Cool. Okay. I can't.
Traveler,
but I'll
Paimon,
try.
it's a pleasure to see you.
Well, please do tell me if something's up. You know I'm here for you.
Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shinto, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret.
Yeah, don't worry, man. We got you covered.
Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
I have flash. But thanks. Okay. It's fine by me. All good.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly.
I'll try, Kate.
The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so at long last, I can take a break today.
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his wallet at home, so he asked Toma to go back and fetch it for him.
Interesting.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
You'll get through it,
Brother
you say.
always works diligently, and it's
Very
rare for him to
interesting.
ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh wow.
Well, hello everyone.
Why are you two together?
Hey! What are you two doing together?
That's
Don't
what I
think
just
we
said.
didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
See you, Kate.
Is that so?
As always, it's a pleasure.
I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know. Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never really to my liking. I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you, but please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma's already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens. And when they finally let go, they are free to follow the wind as they please.
Wow.
It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the Five Kasen Plaza.
True words, man. True words.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Iridori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the Five Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1. Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the Five Kasen. The Five Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, poems were composed about them, and they became the subjects of many stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest and most differing of the Five Kasen. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the Five Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Iridori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Iridori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the Five Kasen for us to find. Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon! Besides, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time. Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaidahara clan. Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Look for the person. Okay.
To be honest, I am very grateful to the one who left those stories for us to find. This journey allowed me to uncover the truth behind my family. And I am also very fortunate to have you to accompany me and find the answers.
The one who left the stories of the five Kasan. I'm afraid you guessed wrong, Paimon. It wasn't me.
Huh? Really? Paimon thought for sure you'd be the sneaky and tricky one.
But seeing as you stumbled upon me, you aren't far from finding that person now. Because other than me, there's only one person left.
It's the other Kamisato.
The person who left behind the stories of the five Kasen probably chose to do so for Kaidehara's sake. After all, if they wanted to simply tell me what happened, there'd be far easier ways of doing it.
They don't know either.
Oh, are you asking about the one who left the stories of the five Kasen? I do happen to know their true identity. But things may be a little more complicated than you think.
Yes, in fact, before doing the portrait of Kuronushi, I visited the person who left those stories and confirmed a few things. I think my current approach to this portrait is the most correct one. After all, there are some things that are better left obscure and out of the public eye.
Yeah, it has to be you, man. I'm so sorry, but it has to be you.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the five Kasen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Huh. Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Huh? So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the five Kasen to guide you to the Kaidahara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do. Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink, the kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has both the will and ability to be privy to the truth. Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required. In that case, the truth would only become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future. You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Wait for nightfall. Okay.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right? It's the Balladeer!
Yeah. It
So
seems.
he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. I wish to tell you of that incident now. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku Decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the Kaedehara clan.
Yo, Flash, welcome back.
You mean, he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedehara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the hidden compartment of the flower pot. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find, though he couldn't confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaedehara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected?
The carrier knew that the family was framed. Knew that the culprit was named. I would go. I don't know if she's coming back for a while, just to let you know. It's okay, man. Don't stress.
I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Iridori Festival.
Wow. The Balladeer. Well. What do we know? Amazing. Just absolutely fantastic, man. I wonder, dude. Oh, wow. It actually works if you use Barbara and splash water on it. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay, so we completed the quest. We completed the quest, which is pretty good. I don't know, something not good happened. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna say anything. If you wanna know, try talking to her. Okay. Yeah, sure, man. Okay, so we did the main 4. What is going on here? How do I obtain my crown? Fuck. What the heck, man? How do I obtain my crown?
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanica.
Oh no. Oh no. 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 No, not this shit again. Oh wow. I hate this. Ugh, fuck. We have to play these fucking mini games in order to obtain the crown. Oh, but you do get a decent amount of pre-pod gems. Okay. Interesting. If you need anything, you can always text me, okay? Yeah, sure, man. I will do so. Flash, if you don't mind, buddy, could you farm some better artifacts for me? I know, like, you do it way better than me. I don't know how, but you get decent amount of artifacts. Got like some gacha luck or something. But when I do end the stream, and if you do have time, do some gacha farming for me for better artifacts, please. That would be really awesome. Like my usuals, that'll be really awesome. What the? I must take photos? pay for photos. Okay. That is so weird. Why must I take photos of stupid shit? It's pretty late now. I can do all that as soon as I wake. Right now I'm trying to keep calm. Okay. Sure, man. I don't know what's going on, but sure. You do what you need to do. Just let me know if you need anything. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unlock all the events, and then I'm obviously gonna do it myself, but obviously not on stream. I'll do it off stream. It's just gonna be way better. Why is there no? So is there a thing here? Please say there's a thing here. No, there's no thing here. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna have to teleport to here and then glide all the way over there. This is pretty bad. Alright. Let's glide. Yahoo! I have no idea why the thing is so far away, but okay. And there's like no teleportation waypoint over here. Like none whatsoever. Which is really sad again. What the? Oh, this is that counter thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight this guy hand to hand without elements. Yeah. Interesting.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Alright, so I wonder now, will we be able to teleport over here? Yeah, we will. Cool. So I'll do most of these in my free time, which is going to be very fun for me. But other than that, like, it's going to be good. Oh my goodness, my back. Ugh, my back. I am gonna end stream as soon as I'm done opening up the side quest for the event. But yeah guys, thank you so much just for joining in to stream. It's been really fun, you know, just seeing you guys here. But as always, please, if you did enjoy today's content, it would always help me out if you guys dropped a like on the video, subbed, you know, if you're brand new, subscribed, I mean, if you are brand new to the channel, and as always, share the video out there so that we can get more people into our community and subscribing, so that our channel can grow and our community can grow even further. Just remember guys, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs so that we can you know, be monetized, which would really help the channel out quite a bit. But yeah, we are working very hard guys, so looking forward to some big things. This woman, you're talking a lot of trash. Oh no, it's another. No, it's not. It's the pottery things, man. Why? Yeah, it's the pottery things. No. Why? And I probably have to grow it in my thing, in my teapot. This is bullshit. They just basically use all the other events from the last time. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh well. Huh. What the? There's more quests?
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree.
There's more quests? Please check in the details. The quest location is currently what? A story for you, please complete it first. Okay, makes sense.
Looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
Wrong thing. Wow. Yeah, I need to complete every single one. No, why do I keep on doing that shit? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I did now officially unlock everything. But yeah guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for joining in. If you are brand new, do subscribe to the channel. As always, this is your boy Roman Range. Do drop a like if you enjoyed today's content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to share the video out there, because we are trying to get more people to join the community. But yeah, I'll see you when on the next one. We will be streaming something else tomorrow, not Genshin Impact. But yeah, looking forward to see you guys in the stream.
Whatsoever.
But yeah, see you guys. Enjoy.